Time to Read is one of a number of mentoring programmes that is run by Business in the Community in Northern Ireland for the benefit of our member companies. Well, this year we're celebrating 10 years of Time to Read. It originally started in 1999 with just 15 employees from Northern Ireland Electricity, and now we have just under 400 volunteers involved in the Time to Read programme. Currently we have just under 90 businesses impacting on children in just over 100 primary schools across the province. Business benefits really are incalculable in that obviously it's all very much based on the notion of people development. We very much appreciate the fact that businesses commit their people to being involved in these programmes. It's some 53,000 hours of volunteer time since 1999, and that equates to about £1.4 million that companies have devoted to this particular programme. The commitment from a volunteer is to commit for at least one academic year, but in all likelihood possibly 2 or 3, to be involved in the schools for 1 hour per week, working with 2 children, each for half an hour, and supporting them in their reading and literacy skills.
In terms of coming to the school here today, delighted to come along and see, because we've got young people coming out of colleges and educational establishments every year. There is a high level of unemployment at the moment. We have got to make sure that we do our very best to get young people through into business, into careers and into meaningful work.
PriceWaterhouseCoopers is involved in Time to Read because for staff morale purposes it's a great insight into the community from which they come. They volunteer, they're not conscripted, they actually participate in the life and skills within a school, and for them they get an awful lot out of it. In terms of the time that is spent, they come back to our office highly motivated. They come back to our office with tales of what the kids are at every day, and at the end of the day, the advancement of the kids' knowledge and the role models that PriceWaterhouseCoopers can give is actually beneficial, may I say, more to us nearly than to the school and the volunteers that we actually work with.
I've been doing Time to Read for approximately a year now. We come to the primary school once a week. We deal with primary 5 children. We have 2 children. We spend a half an hour with one child on a one-to-one reading basis, and then a half an hour with another child. We work through school books. Sometimes we do wee plays. Other times we would have games, just sort of board games at the table. And at special occasions we would have juice and biscuits. I have been allowed to do this through my work for Trust Bank. They've been very good. They feel that an involvement in the local community is a good idea, just giving something back. As a parent of 3 children, I find that it's really enjoyable to work with other children. I find that reading has brought my children on very much. It's given them a bigger vision of the world, and I feel that every child should have that right. And this is why I do Time to Read, because it does improve the opportunities available for children everywhere.
I really enjoy Time to Read today. We read funny books every day, and that's really what I really enjoy. I think my reading really has improved since I have been doing Time to Read.
I think I've improved my reading because I've came and I've read loads of books, and I just think it's been really good.
Time to Read has been really beneficial for Knocknagoney Primary School. Firstly, in the element of self-esteem, we would have problems with children with very low self-esteem, very little confidence, and it has really boosted their confidence that somebody gives up their time every week and spends that time dedicated to them. Also, it provides positive role models for our children, both male and female role models, and lets them see a world of work out there that possibly is alien to them. And obviously the actual reading has improved. We have children who are now keen to read, who have a better standard of reading, who are confident readers, and who will pick up a book themselves instead of having to be forced to read. So I think there's been a wide range of benefits, and we've really enjoyed being part of this.